Hey, and welcome back to Beef and Clown. Today it is the magical weed day. It's 420, dating this episode, and I am joined by a very special guest, my own brother, the Tired Old Soul.
Hello.
Tonight, Beef's gonna be here. He'll be a little bit late, but we'd always kick off the episode with a meme of the day. I'm a little bit in a rush to get to the actual art today. You may have noticed. But that's okay. So our meme of the day, pulled from our D&D memes. I pulled because it's it's got a quote from the Lego Movie, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. When your DM introduces a hastily written prophecy that barely even rhymes, and it makes no sense whatsoever. All of this is true because it rhymes. It's very relatable as a GM. So as you can see, I'm doing something a bit different today. I am going to be trying to sculpt this gecko. Uh, I get my choice of the geckos on the list, and I have picked this green buddy over here with his mouth open. He looks very angry. He's a very angry boy. And so that's the hope, is that I'm gonna get Angie Boy over here. It looks like his head is probably actually a little bit too low, so I'm gonna see about grabbing that. Oh, come on. And then can we just... Oh, because I'm on the wrong... That explains a lot. Helps if I'm on the right brush. Um, his head's kind of up there. I am still pretty new to ZBrush, so I'm not like an expert with it. This is very early stage modeling, so he looks way different than he's going to. Um, mm, I gotta sort of move. His eyes are more on the top of his head, and I've been trying to like work that out. The problem is right now I'm at this very low poly portion, and he'll get better once I increase my polygon count. And so that's sort of hopefully what you'll see tonight is this lizard boy getting better. Oh my goodness, why are all my tools being dumb today? What did I do? I think it's because I turned that on for the wrong brush. I did in fact turn that on for the wrong brush. There we go. That works a lot more like it's supposed to. Okay. I think I'm getting to a point where I'm pretty satisfied with his body. I gotta fix these toes. These toes look nothing like his toes in the reference. His toes in the reference are very cartoony. They're like little palm fronds. So I remember growing up. So again, Tired Old Soul, you're my brother, which you
Indeed.
know, obviously. Hey, Richie. Um, but you know, people watching might not know. But when you were very young, uh, I want to say under 10, you had a pet gecko.
Okay, Gecko.
Sure.
I do remember that bit, and it was a Toke Gecko, and it was an asshole.
Oh, was it? I don't. I kind of remember it got out of its cage on more than one occasion.
It was also rather bitey,
Oh, was it? I don't know if you're
from
supposed to.
whatever.
I I, I don't know. I didn't spend much time with your gecko. Uh, I remember that you had it. I want to say it escaped from its cage and crawled into one of the like AC vents in our house in California. That sounds
That's
familiar.
entirely possible. That does sound possible, yes.
I mean, I do remember the crayfish. The crayfish crawled out of its tank and ended up getting crushed underneath the recliner.
Indeed.
That was definitely a thing that happened. I'm very unsatisfied with these toeses that want to go off in every direction but the one I want them to.
Of course.
I will not add new geom. Oh, you know what? I bet I know why. Bet I fucking know why. Because it's trying to do dots again. I'm surprised I got them to where I did with it like that. So I apologize if this ends up getting a little bit hard to look at because I'm going to be rotating this a lot. Because when you're working in 3D, you kind of have to look at all three dimensions, weirdly enough.
I know, it's strange.
I think at this, I hate that foot so much. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick just this toe. I'm going to move just this fucking toe. None of the other toes, just this one. Because this is the toe that I fucking want to move. Boop. And then sort of move you. Maybe rotate? No, no, that's not it. No, no, definitely not. ZBrush has very interesting ideas of where you're trying to move the camera. That's what I have found out for sure with ZBrush. It does not understand any of the things. Why would you do this, ZBrush? Oh, I think I'm onto something.
Aha.
I think I'm reasonably happy with that toe.
I like that toe. It's a good toe.
It's passable at this stage. All the toes look a little bit wonk, but I think the interesting thing about this guy is, oh my gosh, is like this comes in so far. He has such a skinny little leg. His front leg is super skinny and his back leg is super chonk, which is adorable. And that's part of the reason why I picked this guy, is because I thought he was scrappy.
Thick.
His front toes are kind of janky too. And he's got the issue of, so he's not going to be posed in this version, but I think I'm at a point where I need to make him a little bit more complicated. Boop. Look at that. Suddenly, it looks a little less fucking freaky. Just a little, though. No, can you not smooth it out? I want you to smooth it in. We need to get that mouth open because we're going to have to put things in there. He definitely looks like he's got his mouth open, I'll tell you that. This is, I mean, here's the thing, is that I feel like this looks more difficult than it is, and I think part of the reason behind that is that I don't know what I'm doing, which would certainly make it look difficult. I'm gonna make those eye sockets come in. Yeah, we'll put eyes in there, I promise. There will be eyes in there. And then I don't want this to be a, see how it's like super like sharp right there? I don't want it to be super sharp right there. I want it to be thick, and it's not doing that for me. That's better. Now I think the problem is that. Him scream.
I'm a charging my laser. There's an oldie.
He does kind of have those vibes. Can I get you to not do this, ZBrush? Can I get you to not be a piece of shit for me for just a minute here? I don't entirely hate the way that that looks. I hate how there's so much more geometry there than there. And I think ultimately what I'm going to have to do is fix that in a remesh. I'll just remesh the topology. He's ending up with not a lot of room for his brains.
I mean, he's a little lizard. I don't think he had a whole lot of those to begin with. So.
No, probably not, especially depending on who he's scream at. And the thing is, like, we're nowhere near the kind of subdivision that I need. He's got a very pointy top of his head and very pointy jaw. And I keep wanting to make jaw not as pointy. But it is very pointy. Ah! I've got kind of shitty geometry there. Yeah, let me fix that a bit. Don't worry, this will look passably good at some point in the process. Like, it's gonna look like crap for a long time, and then suddenly it's just gonna be like, well, that
Oh
looks
yeah,
like a gecko.
you got
When
to
did that
trust the
happen?
process.
Yeah, I have found that um, for 3D sculpting, that is absolutely like it's always the case with this, but for 3D sculpting, it's very much been the case. Uh, where like if you're not trusting the process, then you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a bad day. We're getting a little bit of that head shape I think I want. Sort of carving out that mouth. So this brush that I'm using has a very fun name because it was named by a guy named Damien who created it,
Oh.
and it is the damn standard brush. But it lets me create these nice sharp lines. I focus on the head because that's mostly what I've been modeling so far, so I have not given this guy's body enough attention. I
Right.
think, I mean, I part of the issue is like when I look at this body, and it's kind of a, um, let me sort of see if I can zoom in. There's sort of these weird kind of ridges along the tail that I don't love. Um, and then he's got like some neck ruffles, but I'm not sure if I want to start putting those in on this subdivision. Which, when I say subdivision, that's really referencing, I guess that doesn't look too bad at this. That's referencing like how many polygons there are. So like, you know how it started off looking very wonk.
Hmm.
Um, that is the subdivision level that I was at. And even these toes are starting to look a little bit like I can start to fix them up. They're looking a little bit like the right shape, or at least the back ones are. You can see I've lost a little bit of that look on his tail. So I'm doing this with inflate, and that's a choice. But I think what I'm gonna do is come back in with the damn standard because I get to do this thing with the damn standard, and I do this with hair, where I get to create these very sharp lines across the top,
Hmm.
and then cut. Yeah, at this subdivision, it's not really gonna do very much. He's got like a sharp point on his tail too. Um, I'm not really sure like why. I think it's just a stylistic thing, but I don't know very much about lizards. So maybe they've got this. I don't know. Do you have a lizard? Tell me about it. Tell me about your lizard. I want to know about your lizard. Let's let's hear some lizard stories. They're better than dinosaur lies. Though dinosaur lies can be fun too. I've been playing a lot of Jurassic World Evolution this last week.
There's a lot of dinosaur lives in Jurassic
Yeah, there are.
franchise.
There are a lot of dinosaur lies in the Jurassic franchise, but they're fun dinosaur lies.
Indeed, indeed.
So that's absolutely how I would characterize those. I feel like I should fix these toes before moving on to another subdivision level, but I kind of don't want to. I'm going to regret it later, but I'm going to come back to those toes. So every time I hit that button to subdivide. It divides every one of those squares by 4. And eventually, what I'll do when I get happy with it is I will remesh it. Which will let me create a nice cleaner version of this, basically. And hopefully this won't be too cursed in the meantime. Come on now. Don't like that. Don't like that either. I'm pretty reasonably happy with that. Where'd he go? Okay, I do not like this. Let's see here. I think part of my issue is I'm not really certain what those ridges are. Is that just like
Well,
scales?
no. A number of geckos actually have like ribbed tails, and I
Hmm.
think that's what that is. Like if
Oh.
you look at the others, you'll see they have the same kind of deal going on. Um, there we go. Copy. Sending you in Discord.
Okay, I will give it one look. I am responding to my teacher on Discord actually at this moment. Okay, let me see this. Oh. Okay, let me bring this over here. So they do have rib tails, and that goes all the way up to the butt.
Yep.
Okay, it doesn't go all the way up to the butt on my reference, so I'm going to stick with my reference, but I'm going to keep this in mind for understanding how real tails work. Good to know. It also tells me I need to lower my subdivisions and then clean this up and see about redoing all of those ridges if I can do that, and I probably should. Whoa, that was weird. What? Okay, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. You know what I'll do? We will come back to an age before ridges and operate from there. Yep, that's fine. I want to get rid of that undo history. It's exactly what I want. Make that whole end of the tail bigger because I want that to be a little bit more gradual of a turn into the point, because it does come out to like a point, but it's not quite as sudden as all that. Come on, ZBrush, be game. Good enough for now. Oh, he's got like a little divot in his head. I don't think he has that divot. I can't see that part of his head. Does he have divot? I'm gonna say no. I think I just made the divot bigger. So we'll do it like, oh, that's not.
Oh,
Yep, that's better.
Now he's got a lump. There we go.
I'll give him a little bit of brain space. He gets to have a brain. He's allowed to do that.
If I only had a brain.
So, it presents those ridges in a really interesting way. Which is to say, I hate it.
Interesting in the may you live in interesting times kind of interesting.
Well, because on the picture, let me come back to this thing. They're sitting just sort of on the top, and it's sort of difficult to see if it goes all the way around, and it creates this very kind of beehive. And I could have
Right.
gone with any of these nice lizards here without this. Well, I guess a lot of them do have it, actually. Look at this
Yes.
guy. I like this guy. He's nervous.
I like this, the one that looks like a starry night.
Yeah, that one is very cool. These are all very cool. And somewhere on here, there's an artist credit. Piper draws. Apparently, Piper drew these in 2015, and we're making a 3D model of this gecko today. This
I
angry
heard a beef
boy.
snort.
You heard what now?
A beef snort.
That
Oh,
was not me.
hello.
Oh,
How are
hey,
you?
Beef is here.
Yeah, hello. I just got home.
Bienvenidos.
Hello.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you. Glad to be back. Look at that
Hi.
little lizard buddy.
Yeah. There we go. Got a little bit more of a scream to him. Oh boy, he's screaming. He looks a little bit like a Skeksis at this stage. Mad props to you if you know what a Skeksis is.
I do, actually.
So, like, I could give him these.
Galfley.
Yeah, I could give him these rings all the way from the beginning. And I'd have to come back down here and, like, finish this off, obviously. I kind of feel like that looks a little bit better. Well, okay, that end of the tail doesn't, but we could fix that up. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, I think we gotta make that a little bit more pronounced. Doesn't want to have pronounced ridges on his tail. You don't like it. I want to give him that honeybee hive look that he has in the reference. And I think it just needs to be. We got a lot of very heavy breathing going on. Is everything okay?
Oh, I was just laughing at Beelzebub's.
Okay.
So, yes, everything is okay.
Glad to hear. Like half of
Okay.
my stream is like showing nothing because I've, the area I'm sharing is not my whole screen.
Meh.
I sometimes I work on weird parts of my screen, and so like I forget when I'm on stream that I'm working on weird parts of my screen.
Mm-mm.
And then I'll look over at the actual stream and realize everything's at the bottom. And I'm just like, oh. So it looks like it's a little less noticeably ridged along the bottom of the tail.
In the reference, yes.
But I think what I'm also sort of struggling with here is that it's got its tail like curled upwards. And so its tail looks very different. I hate that. That's not what I want to fuck with. So what's going on with you today, Beef?
I just got home from getting the CAT scan content. What's it called? CAT scan dye that I gotta get.
Okay.
For the procedure tomorrow,
Your
and
your cat's getting scanned?
yeah, my CAT scan scan, and then I gotta, what's it called? I gotta finish some few things, but then yeah, God, got a lot to do. But right now I'm just listening to Beelzebub from Tenacious D because I can't get it out of my head.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Tenacious D is good.
Why is Jack Black and everything?
'Cause he's funny. He's a funny dude.
He's a
Indeed.
very funny.
Okay. I think I officially hate this enough to say I haven't saved this in a while and I should save it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's generally a good thing to do.
Version control. I could load up number 1 and we could see a side by side of these fancy boys. That tail is just blech. But I think if I remember correctly, his tail does such weird things. It's so stylized. It does things that the other ones don't. Like if I look at some of these other geckos, like you can see this very smoothly slides into tail. This very smoothly slides into tail. Slides into tail. This one gets super thin. This one gets a little bit. I mean that one's. But like most of them slide smoothly into tail, and this is like this just kind of sticks up. I chose the worst one to do. I absolutely chose the worst one to do. This is so me. Um, that's okay. We're gonna get through this. It's such a me move to pick the absolute worst one for me. But I think one of the things that I'm struggling with is if I was to smooth all this out and I was to look at a picture of this guy with the tail up, the ridges would actually be down here, is the thing, right? Because his tail is like flipped over.
That's true. The way that it was drawn seems to have the. It is in the opposite of what it really should be.
What are you up to tonight, Pick? Anything good?
I am framing the war.
Oh, nice.
I am leveling a frame that I have just recently acquired called Neza.
Okay. What's that one like?
Well, its primary ability is Firewalk, which does what you think. It puts fire down where you walk. It has a big old chakram on its back that you can throw. It can guard itself with fire energy, and it can slam the ground and make a whole bunch of spikes come up that impale people for a short time. So
So
it
sounds
is,
pretty dope.
yes, it is
I'm
different.
only getting
Uh,
these on the bottom. Come
I normally main Rhino, who I have built to be basically an unkillable golden god of war. So anytime I start a new frame, it's just like, okay, let me learn this game all over again.
That was my experience of Warframe in general.
And it's not necessarily bad. I'm just,
No, not
I
necessarily.
regularly forget that powers exist. So somebody like Rhino, where I just hit my iron skin and become basically unkillable, is very forgiving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remesh that to make it look any good. So I probably just should have angled its tail properly while I was blocking it out. But I was trying my best to follow the instructions, which were, you can pose this in another assignment. Just worry about getting it blocked out for now. And I think the problem I'm having is I'm having such a hard time picturing it sort of where I want it to be
Mm-hmm.
that I want to do a little bit of posing. Oh, that's not the brush that I want. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this in different sections. I see that now. Uh, oh, didn't know it did that. Cool. Let's try
Oh,
this.
clear.
Oh, that's why that did that. I'm an idiot. I want to do. I know what I want to do. It doesn't want me to do what I want to do.
Of course it doesn't.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna figure this out. Yeah, we're getting there. This is almost certainly not the right way to go through this. Nope. Now we're getting to a real fucking problem. Okay, I'm gonna put that tail back down for the moment. Let's examine this another way, which for the moment is what the hell's going on with this tail? Okay. Mostly I want that lower lid defined more than I want the upper lid defined. But I've sort of lost the circularness of this hole at some point. That's a little bit better. I don't think I'm ever going to get it back to being a circle, but
It would be just too useful if there was a tool for that.
there probably is. But I have been doing this for 2 weeks, so my knowledge of the application is
Indeed.
limited. He's got a little bit of a bird skull thing going on right now, which is kind of funny. Like, to me, this looks like a bird skull attached to a very interesting lizard body. Okay, let's see if I can unfuck these toes just a bit, because I've got that sort of some weirdness going on by the look of it. And he doesn't actually have... Oh my gosh, why? Okay. Come over here, toe. What? Where'd it go? There it went. What's going on over here? Can we make that a little less janky?
You don't say.
I do. Yeah, I don't want it to be super janky.
I was talking about what I thought. I thought I heard a yawn.
Oh, well, that sounds about right, since what I'm doing is probably not very interesting.
Now, that's just being unfair to yourself.
Well, I think it's interesting, which is
Well,
part of why I'm doing it, with the hope of eventually turning it into a career.
Mm-hmm.
Not that this seems like it's going in such a way that I would want it attached to my name at all. Life is good.
Started a 3D career, but it was brought low by a lizard early on.
Hey, Hourless Mage, what's up? Ooh,
Hello, it's me.
you're Hourless Mage. You're in the chat. Chatting up Richie in the chat, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could just copy and paste because I really like that toe. And I don't want to have to
You
recreate it.
probably can.
You're right. I probably fucking can.
I mean, I know I was able to copy and paste in Blender. I've never used ZBrush, so.
ZBrush and Blender work differently.
Well, yes.
Like with Blender, it's a little bit more like Maya, so there's gonna be more like extrude and stuff like that.
Sure.
But with ZBrush, I'm doing, I guess, kind of more direct modeling, I'd say. I'm modeling more like it was clay. This is a more clay-like sculpting tool. So it functions a little less like a little less like
A little less like a program.
yeah, like a traditional 3D program, because it's not trying to think. I mean, it does think of everything, of course, in meshes and numbers and
Vectors
things,
and
but it tries to handle less like that. And it seems to do a reasonable job. Industry
3D
professionals seem
modeling.
to like it. Janky toes, janky toes. What are they feeding you? This camera does not like to rotate in any way that I like. I think that's the one thing that I would change if I could is I would
Camera control.
I would either change camera control or I would I don't know. I would like to know, I guess, how to use it a little bit better. I'm not sure if there is a way, because like oftentimes I find it will um it'll do like extra rotations
Mm-hmm.
that I don't want, and I don't know how to fix. On the one hand, I feel like I shouldn't be wildly worried about these digits because the cartoon is so um, kind of awkward about them. On the
Mm-hmm.
other hand, I want them to look good.
Where in the heck did my target go? There it is.
I don't know, Tenno, but fucking get the job done. Isn't that why we dropped you out of your little spaceship? Tomorrow's Thursday, new episode of the Halo television show. Only on CBS All Access, sorry, Paramount Plus, which everybody knows is the absolute best streaming service if you hate yourself.
I have been watching Moon Knight on Disney Plus, which had a new episode today.
Is it good? I keep having people say it's really good.
I have been enjoying it thoroughly.
Nice.
I knew nothing about Moon Knight before going in, so I'm not holding it to any comic book standards or anything like that. I am just going in for it to be an enjoyable show, and it has met that expectation.
I don't think it's fair that you're holding it to comic book standards. I mean, come on.
It's only based on a comic book, I know. Why would I ever want something to be held to
Look,
the original source material?
we don't hold things to standards, okay? Standards get held to us.
That's true.
We're millennials. That's how we.
People are constantly trying to apply standards to me and being confused when I don't fit the box.
That's what. Look, if you're coming to the stream and you fit the box, why did you click on something called Beef and Clown? I just. I mean,
Because my sister.
I don't
Aw.
fit a box.
No,
I mean, I
but
guess
if
maybe a
what
Jackie
I'm saying is, I'm saying if I fit the box, why would I click on it? Because my sister.
You don't fit the box. We just
I don't.
established.
I know. I know. I was answering your hypothetical question with a hypothetical answer.
Yeah, but your hypothetical
Hypothetically.
answer is based on a flawed premise.
What, that you're my sister?
No. Why is foot janky? I think
uh,
it's. I know why.
because you told it to?
Kind of. I need. I can never remember what it is. It's clay tubes or clay buildup. Let's go with clay tubes.
Do you even know what a motorcycle is made out of? Tubes. Glass tubes.
Glass tubes.
Have you not seen Professor X Fires the X-Men?
uh, I think I have. I
I
seem
want
to
to say it's
remember
in.
ending up not really liking the comedian who did it very much.
Yeah, and most of them are not that great. Um, but in particular, the Wolverine one I enjoy. He's like, do you know who our greatest foe is? Magneto. He has power over metal and what runs through your entire body.
Oh,
Yep.
true.
And you ride it on a motorcycle. Do you even know what a motorcycle is made of? Tubes.
Yep. Fucking nailed it. Good job. I
I still
know
can't.
my motorcycle was made of tubes.
I still
Uh,
can't believe.
him
What's up?
him firing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, what were you saying?
I was saying him firing Angel was pretty funny too. Because he was like, "So you fly?" Yes, I have hollow bones and wings like a bird, so I fly. Uh, yeah, you're totally fired. What? I have like 5 X-Men that fly and do other things.
That's true.
I still can't believe they named the main villain Magneto. I know it's Magneto, but
I learned today. I was today years old when I learned that Tails in Sonic,
The
in the
hedgehog.
Sonic stuff. Yes.
Miles
His
Prowler.
his name is Miles per Hour.
Yeah, he's great.
By what standard are we measuring that he's great?
What? Did you see the new Sonic movie? It was
I
so
have not
good.
yet seen the new Sonic movie, but here's the thing. Um,
Mhm.
I am not a Sonic fan.
Me
Uh,
neither.
I always kind of hated Sonic growing up, but I will also
Oh.
say that the Sonic movie The first one was really good, actually. I was quite impressed with it. I had a good time watching it. Jim Carrey was fun to watch. Sonic was fun. The humans were also fun. I don't remember who they were, but they were also fun to watch. It was a good time.
No,
Uh,
I agree.
I think I'm done with Screaming Lizard's toes. I hate them. And I hope if my professor's watching, I get marked down for those toes. But I've still got to put a tongue, eyeballs, and teeth in this bad boy. And I should remesh the body. Which means I need to remember how to remesh the body, but remembering how to do these things is like half the battle. Before I do that, though, I'm going to save because version control is important. Wow, I can't believe it's been an hour and I'm still looking at this bad boy. Okay. Um, 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 um. Is it? No. Oh, wait. The first thing I need to do is make polymesh 3D and then pick him. And then, yep, we want to. That was terrible. So here's the thing. I'm gonna put this guy down like that. I'm gonna hit T. Now I can put him wherever the fuck I want to. Where's no? Where's my floor? Here's my floor. Oh, that's good enough. Actually, let's get rid of that old guy. We have made him polymesh 3D. What we need to do is go back to geometry and drop him to his lowest. Wait, did I do that wrong? I might have done that wrong. What did I do last time? Oh, no, that's for mirror and weld. I'm gonna figure this out. Kind of because I have to. But it seems to. Oh, oh, now there's only 3 subdivisions, and he's looking a lot smoother. He is smooth boy now.
Move with a capital F.
I feel like I did this wrong, but I also sort of achieved what I kind of set out for, so that's okay.
Failing forward, I believe that is called.
Failing up. Failing up is what it is called.
Well, I mean, tomato, tomato.
Indeed. The ball is rolling up.
God, really gross.
Oh.
Oh yes, the ball is rolling up. Sorry, no. I have managed to. I'm doing a thing that's like a series of 5 objectives.
Mm-hmm.
And I have managed to pull 2 escorts in one string. And I hate it. Everybody's favorite game type, the escort mission.
I think I did something. And I don't like it. What? Oh, it's time to get some eyeball action on this bad boy.
Is either going to go really well or really poorly.
Eyeball action is gonna go fine. I guess the big question is how much do I want to interpret his eyeballs here? Because he got real big eyeballs on the source, and he ain't got. And they kind of stick out too by dint of it being a a cartoon.
They stick out like my dog's eyes.
Maybe.
She's definitely got some Chihuahua in her. She got those like buggy Chihuahua eyes.
Well, I mean, take a look at this bad boy and tell me what you think.
I will do so when I am not fighting for my life.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Is this? This is what I'm working with. And
because
now,
Warframe being, the MMO-ish game that it is like, there's no pause button. You don't get to pause.
no, but maintains
The pace.
the belief that it is a um, 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 I'm sorry, I'm looking at something else and trying to
Yeah,
talk
no.
about Warframe, an online game.
Ow! I mean, it is an online game.
Sure.
I play with people regularly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jason,
What's up?
where is my remeshing tool? Oh, wait, I found it. It's in a Z
There you go.
remesher.
Thanks for the help.
Okay. What did I do? Now divide. And now divide. And how am I looking on the tail? Am I looking goofy? No, I'm looking smooth. I'm looking smooth AF, and that's what I want. Now, pull me down. Let's put that damn standard back up. And let's see if we can't get him to look a little bit more angy. It would help if I used the damn standard brush properly.
Usually, tools work best when used the way that they're designed to be used.
You know, that's a myth.
It's a myth. Myth, yes? Old Muppet movie reference there. Don't touch the frog, you'll get warts. That's a myth.
Oh. There we go. That's what I want to see. Angry boy, scream! I'm mad. Does he look mad? I think he looks mad. But what I want to do is sort of establish that. This doesn't need to be. Let me do it this way then. I want to establish that jawline, and then he's got. It's very sharp here too. Who doesn't love a good lizard every once in a while? Whether you're talking dinosaur lies or just a friend that you have maybe at home in an aquarium or terrarium, I guess it would be if it doesn't have water in it. Some lizards are
Or
aquatic, I guess.
only a little bit of water. I'm going to be very annoyed if I did all of this fighting and then lose at the end because I can't find 3 small stupid boxes in a giant cave complex.
Well, that sounds like something I need to incorporate into my next D&D game. Joke. Hey, speaking of which, I updated the characters a bit on Streets of Sargrad.
Oh,
Uh-huh. So if you take a look, you should see that there is some new character data for Mercy, and it's just for the core 3.
okay.
So I did a very quick write-up for Mercy and Tor and Leonarda. Him don't even have a nose. I don't feel like I should fix that. It's probably there, like on the top, right?
Yes, it should be like, if I remember correctly from, well, again, my gecko was different. But if I remember correctly, their nose was like toward the end on the top. Uh, it was
Here's
just
what I'm
a
gonna do.
couple of holes in the end of it.
I'm going to create these little divots, and then I'm going to pinch. And now he got a nose. I fucked it up. I kind of hate this nose. I feel like it's distracting, and I feel like this isn't looking like the reference. You know what? Hey, oh! What did I just do? That's not what I wanted at all. Make it go back to what it just was. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna stop freaking myself out, thinking I've lost my fucking word. Come here, Gecko. We're saving your ass. Now. I want one of these. Yep. Turn off Lightbox. That's not a Polysphere 3D at all. You did not listen to me. There we go. No. Bring me back. No, bring me back to my... Oh my god. This is why you save.
The video games I grew up with taught me anything. Save early, save often.
Your video games taught you nothing and you should be ashamed. I'm kidding. Video games, probably.
Actually, I blame video games for my spatial awareness.
There you go. Now I should name these better.
The thing I was going to be upset about,
Hmm.
I'm upset.
Hmm. Why is that?
Because I failed. And it failed the whole freaking thing because I couldn't find 3 little ass boxes in a big ass cave complex.
Okay.
Like,
I hear your frustration, but I guess my question here is, have you tried being better? I know, I'm hilarious. That's why I'm the clown. Let me get some transparency going on, because we don't want this tongue to clip through the bottom of the jaw. We got a good tongue going here. I'm liking this. Doing pretty well in going above and beyond and picking the hardest fucking lizard to do.
alright, I am no longer fighting for my life. So let's take a look at the progress.
Yeah, he's a little bit janky at the moment.
I also see that Richie named Frost in Warframe.
Oh snap, I totally missed that. Why is this lopsided? What the hell? I know why it's lopsided. Take this all the way back to about that point. Probably it's because I didn't turn on motherfucking symmetry. I'm
It was
just
too
looking.
good to be true.
Yeah, I'm
You
looking
were
at this.
happy?
I'm looking at this tongue going, it looks right on one side, but what's going on with the other side?
Oh no.
You were happy with it, so it was obviously broken.
Yeah, obviously. Where'd you go, bud? There you are.
The whole lizard disappeared from the screen. Yeah.
Yes, it did. That's why I went looking for it.
Right. I don't know. For whatever reason, I forgot about the delay. You said, "Where'd you go, bud?" And I was confused, and then it disappeared, and I didn't put the two together.
Well, at least now it's looking better as a tongue. Get that nice point going on there. Let's just maybe.
There is the wrong button. There we go.
Where'd my reference go? I should probably just keep it up on the other screen. I don't think I gave him enough gums. Which is fine. That's something I can easily fix.
Should I run to the gas station?
I might misunderstand what you mean here.
Do you think he's more of a Wrigley's or Ice?
Okay. An excellent question to which I have no specific answer. Except that I think he's looking pretty good right now. Gums! You'll get to use them. Big gums, little gums, stupid gums, unacceptable.
Unacceptable!
Yeah. Let's just smooth that away. Let's just smooth it all away. We'll smooth away all of our cares, all of our worries, all of our hopes and dreams. We'll just smooth them all away.
Are we suddenly in frickin' Fooly Cooly?
I don't think so. No. Oh, that's why I'm on the wrong tool again. I'm like, why is this not doing what I want it to do?
Because you're not telling it what you want it to do, you're telling it to do that.
That's basically it.
Isn't that just so helpful? I had a friend that whenever it's like, stupid computer, do what I told you to do, and he'd always be like, it can only do what you told it to do, so you told it to do that.
Yeah, that's mostly true. That's mostly true. But the thing is, there's a lot of things that I will say helpful programmers have placed into like operating systems and shit in order to be convenient for users.
Oh yes, sure, convenient.
Right. That
It's like
that being
every
the
yes,
the sticking point, of course.
it's like everything nowadays is like, for your convenience, you must input this a password. Oh, and we're going to make you change it every 3 days. Oh, and it has to meet our minimum requirements. If we think it's weak, even if it meets all of the character requirements,
It's why
if
I don't
we
use.
if we consider it weak, we will not let you use it.
Weak
Yeah,
passwords must be culled.
it's why I don't like using Hotmail or MSN because it's just they won't let you use the old password, and if you like mess it up, then yeah, it's really stupid. Like and I think that's why nobody uses Hotmail anymore either.
That and the whole Google thing exploded.
The Google thing explode.
Yeah, when the Google thing exploded and you got Gmail and all of that other stuff, Google Hangouts, all of that
Oh.
Drive and everything, where it was all connected together.
Mhm.
That drew a lot of people away from Hotmail, which was trying to integrate itself with Outlook eventually, but didn't do a terribly great job,
Oh,
at least
interesting.
in my opinion.
Mhm.
So, and again, I have no statistical data, but I think that is one of the biggest reasons why people moved away from Gmail, or not Gmail, Hotmail. Um, it was also a new company where it was like for all the people that were anti Microsoft.
Mhm.
What are
So
those?
they were like, I have an option for email that's not Microsoft, because there were so many different email places uh, with Yahoo and a bunch of others that are now basically dead, and you only occasionally see people with those emails.
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
So
everyone uses Google Mail now, from what I've seen. It's interesting stuff.
everyone except my dad.
Yo, what?
My dad.
Why?
Dad does not like Google and does not trust their data tracking
It's,
stuff. It's
it
really
is a
one of
lot.
these. I mean, it's one of these things that, like, I get it. He's not alone, and he doesn't have to do Google stuff if he doesn't want to. Um, and it's not hurting me for him to not do Google stuff, so
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Actually, I did find a search browser that I have been using besides Google.
DuckDuckGo?
It is not DuckDuckGo, because DuckDuckGo sold the fuck out.
Oh.
Um,
Did it now?
it's called Ecosia.
Oh.
Echo Charlie Oscar Sierra India Alpha,
Oh.
and their thing is the advertisement money, at least some of it that they get from you just doing searches. You don't even have to click on the ads. Uh, they go toward planting trees.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The coach is
So
really good.
yeah, so um, I'm for that, and it is not as comprehensive as
The Great
Google.
Google Library. The Great
um,
Google Library.
I've had
Seems
one
legit.
Trulies and I'm already having problems with words. Um, but it is good enough for what I need it for. But I am being summoned away temporarily by the wife. I shall return.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna cheat and use scale to make this tooth thinner already without having to use the move tool to manipulate it. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it works.
You know what I should have done was rotate it this way for a moment. That way when I'm... Nope, that didn't change anything. That's okay. We're still getting a bit of a toothy shape here. You're doing a lot of heavy breathing tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm really tired. Oh, man.
What time did you get back from your
6 o'clock.
this evening?
Morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also, I'm very congested at the moment.
Oh,
Dying.
why come? That doesn't sound fun. You shouldn't do that.
Everyone's sick, but I'm not sick. But, like, I am congested.
Is it just allergies?
I think so. Because I have, like, a very, very overactive immune system.
I always end up with like a little curl like that,
Oh.
and I do not
Oh.
know how to get it to not do that thing. Can you not do that thing? Yo, this tooth is pretty janky. So let's make it smaller and hope nobody will notice. That is super janky. I gotta try and fix that. That's pinch. That's not gonna help what I want. Okay. Fuck me. Um, that wasn't what I wanted. I mean, it sort of is, but it would be a lot easier to. Where is it? Oh, there's my fucking remesh button. I feel really dumb now. Oh my gosh, how much time? Oh, we still got like a half hour left. I am not gonna finish this guy before we finish. That's okay. It's not. Oh my gosh, brain. Okay, it is under geometry. That's what I was looking for. Whoop! Now, come back to subtool. I hit duplicate, and then I hit move.
I am returned.
Welcome back. I got some teeth in here. This is absolutely the jankiest fucking lizard. I should have chosen a different one. I mean, like, it's recognizably a lizard, I think.
Yeah, it has lizardy qualities. It has the bulbous eyes. It has the right shape.
Yeah, it's generally lizard shaped. Um, let's see here. Rotate.
Oh, I miss saying goodbye to Richie.
Oh, I might have missed it too because I was not looking. Okay. Good night, Richie.
Good night, Richie. Good night.
Oh, their whole existence is just okay.
Your,
Uh,
your whole existence is flawed.
so here's the thing. I feel like my instructor would want me to just make the teeth mirrored, like for simplicity's sake. But also the reference does not have that. The reference, they've only got bottom teeth on one side. Look at this angry boy. He's only got bottom teeth on one side and only two of them.
uh-huh.
But I also don't want to have to recreate
Now,
my whole daggone tooth.
I don't normally nitpick. Uh,
Okay.
but your upper teeth are swept backward, but it looks like the way you have your bottom teeth, they are swept forward.
Yeah, that's alright. I'm actually gonna be deleting them, so
Oh, very well.
no biggie. We're just gonna make a whole ass new fucking teeth. From scratch. Like a professional modeler.
I
Uh,
forget. Is it 7 days from now or a month from now that Obi-Wan comes out?
a month. It definitely comes out in May,
No. Okay.
late May.
Of
I
course, I can't help thinking about May right now because I have an appointment in May that I got a chuckle and everybody else just kind of looked at me blankly because they were like, "How does May the 5th sound?" And I was like, "Revenge of the 5th."
So how does the fifth sound?
For
Is
what?
that is that a no?
This is what
Poor
comes from
Jason, you're not
working
paying
with the.
attention at all.
Sorry, I'm really tired.
It's okay.
The 5th of what? For what?
The 5th of May for
For.
a doctor's appointment.
Oh.
The
And I
joke
was
was
like,
Revenge of the 5th,
Oh, I get it. That's funny.
and the people at the VA were like, "What?"
not Star Wars fans.
Or just so beaten down by the system that they don't register what people are saying unless it specifically pertains to what uh, they're working.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that lower tooth better than all of the upper teeth, so I think I'm just gonna get rid of my upper teeth and then
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
replace them. Delete your art.
He's
Oh,
such a good
okay.
lizard.
Must have
Wait.
been a different layer because the bottom tooth disappeared
Oh
briefly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For a moment it did, yeah.
Okay. I thought
You
you
freaked me
accidentally
out because I
deleted.
was like, what? Wait, what? I did no such thing. Okay. Let's switch to move. Wait. Why am I? There we go. Really deep set in the jaw there. Whoop. Okay. And we're going to take a lower teeth 1, but we're going to rename you to upper teeth. And we're going to whoop, flip it upside down, slam it somewhere in his upper jaw, like, whoop, not there. And that's why you rotate. Because that tooth was about to be in the middle of his gosh darn head. And that's not where teeth generally go in the fair land of lizard anatomy.
Oops.
Come on, tooth. Be more appropriately set. I might need to just modify this fucking tooth. I think that's what it is. I'm just gonna have to modify tooth. That actually doesn't look terrible. We still need to find its place in the upper jaw. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with that. So let's then come to geometry. Let's mirror and weld that bad boy. And now he's got 2 teeth. And if you thought that was great, we're going to duplicate this. And we're going to move this up. And now he's got 4 teeth, which actually he's got a little bit more than that. Why are you moving in that direction? You shouldn't be moving like that. You should be moving towards
Well,
each other. Yeah, like that.
I had to wait because you were like, "Ah, like that," and they didn't. And then they did.
Yeah, you're watching the stream, but also
Indeed.
listening to the stream. And I can see over there that it's definitely in the wrong place on this side, which means that their center is wrong. Why is their center wrong? Come back to your starting positions here. Why do I feel like I'm having such a hard time arranging these teeth?
Because it appears that you are having a hard time arranging the teeth.
Why are teeth hard, and why did I pick this fucking lizard? I mean, I know why I picked this lizard. It's because I liked his energy. He's got big lizard energy, but he a small boy, and I really liked that in a lizard. I think that that's an admirable quality to have as a lizard.
I like small lizard.
Oh yeah, small lizard, great, but small lizard with big lizard energy, that's greater.
True.
Okay. I think at this point, what I'm going to do is come over here and bring out my damn standard brush, and we'll just give him a little bit of lip. I am very excited for my professor's feedback on this, mostly because I feel like this is the farthest away from a uh, a concept that I've been since I started this class. If that tracks. And I want the one thing that I've liked about this professor, uh I mean, it's not like I don't get honest feedback from all my professors. It's just that sometimes I feel like um in the program I'm in, sometimes there's like these moments where it's like, I know that you're giving me there's so many students to grade. So you're giving me as much feedback as you have time for. That is a lizard, and he has
I'm really tired. What do you want?
okay.
Wasabi. Wasabi.
I gotta look at the back of this guy's head. It's kind of hard to see the back of his head, but I'm gonna guess because it kind of looks. I'm once again on the wrong brush. It looks like he's got yeah. Oh, it looks like he's got a very kind of sharp transition between. Oh my gosh. He looks terrible. This is absolutely the fucking worst 3D mesh I've ever done. Oh my god. I think part of the reason is I'm trying to. I shouldn't have opened his fucking mouth. I shouldn't have opened his mouth, and I know it. Oh, you know what? You know what? This is part of the issue, is he's got very a defined no, go one step forward from there. He's got a very defined forehead. I don't want to say it's shark-like because it's not shark-like.
Certainly seems like shark-like teeth.
He does have shark-like teeth, yeah. But his forehead is very I keep getting this like wibbly wobbly line and I hate it. And I'm not sure why it keeps doing that to me. But the top of his head is extreme, like even the bottom of his head, like his jaw is extremely well defined. And I have not been sort of defining that jaw at all. So he's got this very like geometric forehead or geometric head in general. That's very want to define this jawline. Really want that to be a strong. Yeah, I think I'm getting there now. Oops. Part of the issue I'm having here is that his head is so his eyes are so cartoony in his head. They don't quite.
Match the aesthetic of the rest of him.
I'm sort of tempted to add a new piece of geometry to be his eyebrows, and I think I might do that because I don't think it's gonna work if I don't. But he does have, and I'm seeing this now. Like if I look at him, see, like his neck isn't long. It's just in a different position. But he does have this sort of like lower eyelid here coming up like that. Is that a children's toy I'm hearing?
I think that might be my alarm.
Oh, okay.
Not alarm, but it's like home alarm thing.
I just want to be sure because I'm hearing some music and I'm like, what is this that I'm hearing?
Oh, that's another alarm.
They're all alarms. It's very alarming.
Well, my home almost got robbed recently, so my mom's been more
Paranoid?
yeah. Why does it always happen though? I don't know.
That's Greensleeves. I know Greensleeves. That's motherfucking Greensleeves. Alright. I've got that set up. Let's really want to intensity here. He's got these lines inside his mouth. Oh. Very Hollywood Bowl in there. Okay. Let's get us another one of these. We're gonna... Nope, 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 nope. Come on now. It's called his Angry Brows. And I'm packing your angry eyes, just in case.
Oh, that made me sad.
Why?
Because that person recently passed.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, didn't know that either. Do you know that my neighbor's actually seen a Slipknot concert live, and she's like almost 50 now?
She saw what now?
A Slipknot concert.
A Slipknot concert?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen a Slipknot concert live.
Oh, that's so cool. I wish that were me. No money
Yeah,
for
I
concerts. Hmm?
when I was when I was stationed in Colorado, my unit had a deal where we would work security for concerts at the Fiddler's Green, which eventually
Oh.
became the Chorus Amphitheater, which eventually I'm sure got renamed to some other brand. But I've done security for Slipknot, Korn,
Oh.
Machine Head, Mastodon, Dragon
Holy shit,
Force,
Mastodon.
Poison.
Poison's pretty cool too. Huh, that's pretty cool.
That is all
Um,
very cool, and I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, that's so cool.
Not
Yeah.
Soundgarden, but the lead singer when he went off on his own for
Mhm.
something.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about Soundgarden.
Yeah, Black Hole Sun. That's
Oh, actually, yeah, I do know Soundgarden now. I remember
that's
that. Yeah.
yep. That's the only one that I remember. I know there are others.
Yeah, same.
Lies!
Lincoln Park. I can't forget about
Oh, Linkin Park.
doing security for Lincoln Park because I was
Oh,
Eh,
pit security, meaning I was right in front of the stage.
I don't know,
that's
man. In
Uh,
the end, it doesn't
crazy.
really matter.
well,
Ha!
I mean, it kind of does.
No,
Uh,
That was
it's
a
a
joke.
song.
That's
no,
a
I know,
lyric.
I know,
Uh,
but I'll explain why.
uh,
Because I was center stage, uh, and it was fine because when you're center stage at that particular theater, the stage is high enough that most of the sound goes over you.
mhm.
Until they have three people with snare drums walk right up to the edge of center stage. So I have three snare drums located directly above my head, just having
Ah!
the hell beat out of them.
Ah, that's not fun at all.
That is called brain damage.
Never heard of him.
Holy shit. Brain damage? What band is that?
Is that some new anime character? You
what
kids are always coming up with new anime characters.
what did I tell you not to do? You told me not to drink your drink. And what did you do? I drank your drink. That's brain damage.
Um, I should have fixed this leg because his upper leg is shorter. And I don't know if I have the skill to fix it now the way that it deserves. Without fucking it up. So let's see. Let's see if I can do this without fucking it up. He's got kind of a
Me.
feral cat thing going on, which I love. He absolutely big feral
uh,
cat energy.
just so you're aware, your lizard's at the bottom of the screen, and most of what you're working is off the screen.
Attempting to fix. There.
I saw the elbow come up a little bit, and it was like, wait, what part are we working on? Get swole.
Yes. That is the get swole. Now he got boobies. Uh,
Oh,
here
what
you
was
go.
it?
Won't get banned from Twitch today.
Actually,
Oh.
as 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 as
Wow.
I am brain English. Stop putting tits on my lizard girl. Anyway,
Are you
um,
thinking of Argonians?
not just that, just in general, like when non-mammalian species are drawn and they have tits on them, it's like,
Maybe they wanted to have tits. Did you
no,
ever think
yeah,
of
I
that?
understand, and there's people that like that, and I'm just being me with my brain that is like,
Biology?
yeah,
I've studied an animal or two, and their mammaries don't do that.
we're called mammals because we have tits.
I mean, cat girls ostensibly shouldn't have just two tits, but
Nope. And actually, that's where I was going to go with the thing I saw on TikTok, where it was like after 6 years of art courses and 3 years of biology courses, uh, I have come to the realization that anybody that has wings or an extra set of arms should also have an extra set of pecs. Uh, so for all of you people out there, it is perfectly reasonable for you to draw your characters that have wings or two sets of arms with four tits.
Perfect.
It is biologically sound.
I wish I knew a better way to move that tail up.
Well, it's like Spore, right? You just grab the skeletal inside and drag it around.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was, to be honest. It would be so much easier if it were.
Yeah, because you can't just.
I can drag it, but you can see how it's,
Yeah,
fucking it up
yeah, yeah.
royally. That tail is just absolutely janked now. Uh,
Man, that looks like something that I've seen recently. There's a kind of knife that's shaped like that. Oh yeah, you can't select it and use a like a rotation tool.
Let me show you what happens when I do that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like I could probably do this, but I'd have to do it in very small segments, just a little bit at a time. And we'll try and rotate you up, and then cancel, and then come back to draw, and then pick this part, and then pick rotate, and then oh, I didn't invert the selection, and then rotate you up, and I think. Yeah, it's adding little ridges in there,
Yep.
and ultimately, I think no. Uh, Now, in fairness, I did not finish watching the whole video, uh, and we're at the end of the stream. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh
Um,
shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and save this Angry Gecko. Is Angry Gecko number 5. Woo! Uh, Reasonably satisfied with what I've accomplished on stream, shaming my own self for not having done more of this work. Uh, Yesterday instead I was reading a book. It's a fantastic book. Cannot recommend it enough. But it's called Legends and Lattes. But that's not germane to this situation. What is germane is follow your gecko dreams.
What do the Germans have to do with it?
everything after World War II. I'm kidding, kidding, kidding.
Germans. I mean, Richie's German, I think, right?
Yeah, Hughie's great.
Yeah.
I was.
So
Oh,
Beef, who's this is the
Hughie's
second
said
time
your
I've
name
called out your
before.
name. I'm doxing you tonight, Beef. That's what's
It's
happening.
okay.
This is the
It's
doxing
okay.
stream. It's the Gecko doxing stream. The
It's
Gecko of
okay.
doxing. Uh, anyway, when your DM introduces a hastily written prophecy that barely even rhymes and it makes no sense whatsoever, all of this is true because it rhymes. That's our meme today. It's a good one, I think. It's one I picked off of
everything is
our
awesome
D&D
when you're
memes.
part of a team.
Thank you so much for joining us. Title Soul, thank you for being here.
Yep,
Beef,
yep.
thank you for attending the stream. I know you're super tired.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't really talk much because I'm really exhausted.
That's okay. You did plenty of breathing for us.
Yeah. Alright.
All
So,
right.
thank you guys so much.
Have a great night.
Have a great
Take
night.
care.
Goodbye.